In this message, we shall be looking at Christian desire. Christian desire, or should I simply ask this question, what should be the Christian desire? Today, we have so many teachers of the world coming in diverse ways to teach us things we need to know about the gospel, things we need to know about spreading the gospel. But reasonably, there are some things we need to desire as a believer, and that is what I will be sharing with us. I want us to look at a vibrant apostle, Apostle Paul, in his epistle to the Romans. And I will be reading out now from the book of Romans chapter 1, verse 13. I read those. I will be taking it from NIV, New International Version, and the King James Version. So I read, I do not want you to be unaware, brothers and sisters, that I planned many times to come to you, but have been prevented from doing so until now, in order that I might have a harvest among you, just as I have had among the other Gentiles. Romans 1:13, the King James Version now. Now I would have you, okay, I would not have you ignorant, brethren, that after times I purposed to come unto you, but was let hitherto, that I might have some fruit among you also, even as among other Gentiles. Romans 1:13. Now, Apostle Paul clearly stated here his desire. He stated the desire that he had in hand, that he might have fruit among other Gentiles. So, what should be our desire when we have become a Christian? What should be our desire in the body of Christ? What should be our desire when we have joined an assembly? What should be our desire when we are in a location or probably in our working place as a believer? I think the primary desire should be that we have a fruit anywhere we are in the whole world. Anything that we're doing in the whole world, wherever we are in the whole world, the primary assignment of a believer is that he should have a fruit. He should have an harvest for Jesus Christ. And that's to let us know that what we are having in our contemporary world these days has a kind of deviate from what Christ has actually given unto us. How many of us, if we are going into the church or we are going to that service, that have it at the back of their mind that my reason for going to that place is for fellowship? And as I'm going into the body of Christ for fellowship, going into the midst of children of God for fellowship, then what I should have is at the back of my mind is that I want to have fruit. Did you know that sometimes most of people's fellowship today send away people away from God rather than adding to the body of Christ? How would then such people that their attitude is sending people away from God be able to even think in the first place that they want to have fruit? They want to have harvest. They want to add to the body of Christ. They want to sow love. So if Paul earnestly desired that he is going to have an harvest among the Romans, if Paul's intention is to walk in the body of Christ and keep having harvest and keep having fruit, brothers and sisters, what is your desire as a believer? How much of your life is affecting believer to come to the body of Christ? How much of the fruit of spirit people can see in you? And we want to emulate the lifestyle that you're actually living. Please, have you ever asked yourself, is your attitude sending away people from the body of Christ? Have you ever asked yourself, is your attitude in the body of Christ bringing more harvest into the household of God? Is your word and what you are doing is actually encouraging believers, brothers and sisters? Is your presence not bringing a kind of a preeminence? That is, if I am here and you are not putting your head under me. If I didn't have control over you, then you must just carry your bag and baggages and leave this center. Is that what you are doing in the household of God? Shepherd of God, has your attitude not sent many people away? Have you ever thought of it that your desire should be that there should be fruits accounted unto you in the kingdom? Please, I will leave it as a food for thought. Is your attitude sending people away from the body of Christ, or you desire more fruit into the body of Christ? Brothers and sisters, I want to encourage you. This is the assignment that Christ has given unto us. Speak the word, preach it in season, out of season, and let your lifestyle encourage more people into the body of Christ. For more harvest of souls than rather your attitude is scattering the body of Christ. Your attitude is sending people away. Your attitude is not really welcoming anyone. Love is absent from every conduct that you make in the body of Christ. Beloved, I love you. This is just a wake-up call. Please endeavor to desire fruits, which will be accounted unto you. Endeavor to desire more fruits, which will be accounted unto you in the kingdom. God bless you as you go out there and make disciples of people into the kingdom. Great is your reward. Enormous is your reward here on earth and the life after. God bless you. I will see more of you in some of my teaching. Thank you for listening to me.